Man, I rejiggered the game plan. Scoop up your girl and she's getting the spray tan.
What's good, everybody? My name is Gentleman Jugg, and I'm Son, and welcome back to another Jugg and Son. Doing WWE last week today, whenever this was. How you doing today, boy?
It's okay.
I bet it was. Hey, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, do all the things all the other YouTubers tell you to do. Son, I need you to tell me or take me to Raw.
So Raw starts off with, I guess, the New Day, and they're getting the early Dom heat. And then, they can't say anything, or, they could, but they choose to pause and let themselves get booed.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, look, I have had enough of the crowd here. Okay? Let us find out what these cats have to say.
But no, I guess not.
I guess not. And it's probably going to happen on the Monday Raw for Netflix.
Yeah.
The New Day are going to probably come out. They're going to try to say something. They're going to get booed out of the arena. And I'm just like, look, either talk about what the issue is behind the stage or don't, but coming out here and getting booed to the crowd, it's getting old to me, man. It was getting old when it was happening to Dom, and that's getting old here.
The only thing they can do is just put them and Dom together so I can see what that sounds like, and then I've had it.
Then you've had it.
Yeah. So then Jay comes out, and he's here to tell them that the New Day sucks. That's all he had to say.
This is lame. This is lame. I don't care.
Like, why are you here? And then Drew comes out, and Drew beats him up. That's it. You haven't seen this before.
Whatever.
And then we got to let's see. We got to CM Punk and Seth Rollins, and that was probably the best part of this show.
It really was. I lean more over to Seth Rollins' side than I do CM Punk's side.
It's just because I like Seth more, but also Seth is right.
It feels like Seth is more right here than CM Punk is.
Especially in this promo.
Yeah, I just feel that's what it feels like. It feels like Seth is more right. I'm not saying CM Punk is not right. It just feels like Seth is more right.
Seth did say, you did try to, every time you weren't here, you did say this company sucked, and then you joined the competition and it didn't work.
That's what happened.
That's what Seth said, and then Punk's like, well, I'm going to take my arrows that you put in my back, and I'm going to take these arrows, and I'm going to pull them out, and then I'm going to shove them down your throat.
Look, that just wasn't a good line to me. It wasn't a good line to me, but whatever the case.
He said that after he got cooked.
I felt like Seth cooked CM Punk. And I know people are out there saying that CM Punk cooked Seth, but I don't see it that way.
I don't see Seth saying, I'm going to take these arrows out of my back, and then I'm going to...
You just can't let that go, can you?
I was like, I just started laughing when I heard that, because after Seth roasted him and was like, yeah, you went to the other company, you failed, and then you had to come back here. See, you needed this place after all. The Punk's like, yeah, well, I still got arrows in my back that I got to pull out. And I'm like, stop.
Stop with the arrows, CM Punk. I've had it. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Look, man, you got cooked.
Just take the L.
You're not the best in the world.
Take the L here. I'm sure he'll probably win at
You can win
Netflix.
the match, but you lost this promo. Just give it up. There's no arrows are going to save you. I don't really care about the rest of Raw.
Oh, okay. There was nothing at all to talk about?
Well, besides, Chad Gable finally fought Otis, and
don't care.
In case you didn't know, on Raw on Netflix, Rhea and Liv are going to fight.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
None of them showed up to hype this match up. This is worse than Roman and Solo. At least Solo's showing up, but here, nobody's showing up.
I don't know what to tell you.
The Judgment Day is the same thing. It's still Damian Priest just fighting Finn and some random team with some random people forever and ever.
Take me to Smackdown, son.
So Smackdown, we start off with Cody. He's here.
Yeah, he should be here. He's on SmackDown. He's a champion.
And then I guess he's just talking about how at the Royal Rumble he's gonna fight Kevin. I'm like, okay. That's what you're supposed to say. And then, Drew comes here, and I'm like, oh yeah, he's here because they said the transfer window. Like, this transfer window's been going since Survivor
For
Series.
like at least a couple months now.
I mean, the transfer window's been happening since before they even said there was a transfer window.
Oh well, whose game is it?
LA Knights,
Yeah.
but later. So Drew's here and he just hugs Cody. I'm like, okay. And then he tells Cody, "I'm here to help you."
I mean, their paths are kind of similar, but not really. I mean, they left and came back. That's really the only similarity that they have.
Left, came back, and then won the title.
Like, Drew came back after having brought his stock up by being, more muscular and a better performer than he was. Cody came back because he started a company that is the competition. If Seth should be pissed off at anybody, it should be Cody.
Oh, he was in the beginning, but they're friends now.
They're cool now. They got it.
But they're here, and Drew's gonna help Cody, and then Cody says, "I don't believe you." I'm like,
you're right to not believe him, Cody. Because what happened?
Because then Drew says, "Well, you know what? That's okay. I'm not here to hurt you." And then he said, "Watch your back." And then Kevin attacked him, and they had their brawl. And I thought Cody said, "My neck's injured. I can't compete." But then he gets hit in the neck, gets back up, and starts jumping on people. Like, look, his neck hurts, not the rest of his body, I guess.
I'm sick of seeing these kind of brawls. I've had it with these brawls. It's the same exact type of brawl every time. It's like the two guys sit there and fight. People come in and freaking push them apart. Future WWE superstars or whatever the case who is acting as security, they come out. The two guys fight over them, and then eventually one of them or both will break away and jump at the other one.
And I'm like, these brawls, they used to be cool when they didn't happen every single week.
It seems like this is happening every week.
Like, when The Rock and Stone Cold did it, I was like, all right. But, like, if we saw that every week, you'd be like, well, this is normal.
This is just how the show is. And I don't know if the crowd is cheering or if they're pumping the noise in, but I'm like, you guys have seen this.
Like 40 times.
At least 40 times this year. I saw it when freaking Seth and Bronson Reed did it. I saw it when LA Knight and Shinsuke Nakamura did it. I saw it when Drew did it to freaking CM Punk. I've seen it. Stop doing it. Hell, I've seen it when Liv and Rhea Ripley did it. Okay? I've seen it. We don't need to see this anymore.
Try something else.
Do something else. You know what? I remember back in the day, people used to sit there and freaking fight and go out of the ring, almost out of the building, and keep their fight going.
That's only NXT, where everything ends in the parking lot.
That's the problem with NXT. They do it so much, they end up in the parking lot all the time.
NXT is always like in the parking lot, and then here is always in the ring.
I'm tired of this. No more.
I'm still just wondering, why was Drew out there for Cody?
So that he could give him a hug.
I guess that's what I'm going with. Just doesn't make sense, but I'm going with it.
That's Drew's championship.
I thought he wanted the other title. Or I guess...
This is WWE. Nobody wants titles anymore. They want replica titles. They want Ula Falas. They want bracelets. That's what they want.
Like Cody doesn't... Well, Cody has a bracelet.
He wears a bracelet, but nobody's trying to come after it.
Well, the same thing happened to Punk at first, and then Drew came after it, so...
Well, Drew came after it because CM Punk was talking about it. Like, hey, I got this bracelet with my dog Larry and my wife's name on it. That's what I got.
Maybe Drew will go after Cody's buddy in the front row, because Cody was talking about him last week.
Yeah.
So then we had Shinsuke Nakamura. He's after winning the U.S. title, he's back to have a match, and he murders Andrade.
He does murder him, and then whose game is it?
LA Knight.
Yeah.
And I like him. He's great. He comes out. He's like, yeah.
It just him talking to Shinsuke made me realize how small the distance is between the ring and the stadium or the stage.
Yeah.
It feels like it's like he could just jump down and just walk 2 steps and he's there.
But I guess he didn't do it this time.
Yeah. That was an accident. I wasn't trying to do that.
But I'm like, LA Knight, you get the U.S. title, you get the world title, you get all the titles, whatever.
Yeah.
And then we had Solo and Paul. So, another week of no Roman. But
Roman will be there on Monday, okay? That's when Roman will be there.
But
You talk about him on Friday, he's going to show up on Monday. That's how this works. At least that's how it's going to work today.
But Solo's here, and Paul was here cutting a promo by himself, talking about how Roman Reigns is going to take back the Ula Fala and how he's the tribal chief. And then Solo comes out here, and then Paul says, I'm about to pee myself.
I mean, yeah, Paul's not an athlete.
And then Solo says, yeah, why, though? I'm like, that's what he said, why, though?
Yeah, answer the question, Paul.
And Paul's like, well, you guys put me through a table last time. And Solo said, well, that's your fault.
I mean, yes, but no.
But I guess then Solo told him, see, what's going to happen is I'm going to beat Roman, and then I need you to hold the Ula Fala during the match. That way when I beat him, you can hand it to me. Or if he beats me, you can hand it to him. But if I win...
But you're going to hold it regardless.
He's like, but if I win, you're going to acknowledge me, and then you're going to be my property.
My property.
That's what he called Paul. He's like, my property. I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay.
So I guess we'll see. I mean, Roman should win this, but...
I don't think Roman's going to lose this match. I just don't see that happening.
But if you want to surprise me, you have Solo just win.
Yeah, then I don't know what to do. I won't know where they're going with the story because it just won't make sense. I feel like Roman is going to win this one.
Yeah, and then,
we'll see.
The final boss, who's definitely not close by, will definitely not show up.
And then Tiffany Stratton won the title.
Yeah, she finally cashed in her briefcase.
Yeah, look, hey, great for the former gymnast who is now a WWE superstar, and she won her first title. As far as I know, it's her first gold, right?
Yeah, she beat Nia.
She went all the way to the top. I don't think she's held a belt ever in WWE, right?
Just the NXT title.
Oh, she held that one? Okay.
Oh, I gotta count it because it counts for Charlotte Flair.
So she's a two-time world champion.
Yeah.
Boom.
It was a cool cash in. I mean, the road there took a while, but this is the one time you got to say let Triple H cook, and he cooked on this one. So let's see what's gonna happen with Giovanni.
What?
Giovanni. Like, you forgot about him already.
No, I didn't forget about him. We were talking about Tiffy, and then you just bust out Giovanni.
Well, you gotta let Triple H cook. See, he cooked here, so you just gotta wait for Giovanni and everybody else that's kind of suffering right now. You just gotta wait.
So then the Usos decided to fight the Bloodline.
Yeah, because, it's a 3-hour SmackDown.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It is a 3-hour SmackDown.
So we got to have tag matches to end the show every time.
Yeah, what is up with that?
I don't know.
Why is that the move now?
3-hour SmackDown? I mean, Raw better not be 3 hours.
It's not. It's going to be 2 hours, but it probably won't be commercials, though.
Yeah.
So it might feel like 3 hours.
I mean, SmackDown will probably feels like 4 hours watching this while commercials.
I don't know. I mean, I know I don't like 3-hour shows. They should always be 2 hours, so that way you can, tighten things up. But whatever.
I mean, that's what Triple H said when he was doing NXT, but I guess he changed his mind.
Well, you got to follow the money. The money says 3 hours is what we want.
That's not what I want.
Nobody asked you what you wanted. Nobody cares.
So then they had the Bloodline fight the Usos, and I mean, shocker, Solo's Bloodline wins.
Yeah, so that way he can lose on Monday.
And then he beats up everybody, and he's like, "Where you at, Roman?"
Hey, Roman's not here.
I'm like, you got.
You're gonna see Roman. You know where he's at. You're gonna see him on freaking Netflix on Monday.
It'd just be funny if we got to Monday and they said this match is canceled.
That's something I would do. I would do that because just to make me laugh. Hey, listen, you guys, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Please do all the things all the other YouTubers tell you to do. We really appreciate it. Check us out on the X. Check us out on Instagram. Check us out on YouTube. We're putting gameplay videos up. And if you want to tune in next time, you can, because the next one will be available
when it's ready.
Trill all day. On my way to a Billy, staying real all day, man. I read jigger the game plan. Scoop up your girl and she's getting the spray tan. Ha.